Hey, welcome to the Sunday preview for this 4th of September. And we've got a continuation of the Gospel of St. Luke, chapter 14. And it says, great crowds were traveling with Jesus, and he returned and addressed them. If anyone comes after me without hating his father and mother, wife and children, brothers and sisters, and even his own life, he cannot be my disciple. Whoever does not carry his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. Which of you, wishing to construct a tower, does not first sit down and calculate the cost to see if there is enough for its completion? Otherwise, after laying the foundation and finding himself unable to finish the work, onlookers would laugh at him and say, "This one began to build but did not have the resources to finish." And what king marching into a battle would not first sit down and decide whether with 10,000 troops he can successfully oppose another king advancing upon him with 20,000 troops? But if not, while he is still far away, he will send a delegation to ask for peace terms. In the same way, any one of you who does not renounce all his possessions cannot be my disciple. The Gospel of the Lord. You know, we have a tendency to whine and say, well, I'm doing my best. It's one of our favorite expressions, right? I'm just doing my best. You can't expect much more. I'm doing my best. As if we should get an E for effort and be done with it. That's all that counts. It reminds me always of probably the first boss I had when I had my first job. There's a guy named Rocky. He was a tough guy. And he was mean. And whenever we would say to me and the other guys that worked in the restaurant, we were saying, "Hey, what do you expect? We're doing our best." He would always say, "Your best ain't good enough. Get better." Which was kind of a blow to our self-esteem and our self-pity for sure. And well, Jesus is a lot kinder and more loving than Rocky was, but I think the point is not that much different. Is that Jesus is trying to get across to us that the way to salvation is really a job, a task, something difficult and hard. This is why he speaks in these terms like you have to renounce all things. You have to be detached even from your mother and father. He doesn't mean literally hate them. That's not going to help. But he means you got to put the choice for Jesus Christ absolutely first. You got to be focused on the goal, eternal salvation. And that's what the game of life is about. That unless we're really focused on that goal and have nothing else in the way of it, that's an obstacle to it, that makes us take a detour away from that goal of salvation, well, then we won't make it. Right? He's trying to say that we got to put him first, right? When he gives that example of like the king going into battle to calculate, right, whether he can withstand another king coming at him with 20,000, or the guy who has to calculate to build a tower. He's saying that it takes thought, and it takes a plan, it takes imagination, and we have to be about our life project in kind of an intelligent way. We just don't float downstream into heaven, right? We have to work at it. It's a task, it's a mission, it's an accomplishment. And that's why Jesus says, don't let anything get in the way. What's in your way?